you're
Well,
saying.
I was going to make the point that I think that, I don't know, broadly speaking, we as a society are emphasizing maybe four-year college too much. The prestige or the status of a two-year degree is not very high compared to a four-year degree. And
Can you speak to whether it's that way in the Nordic countries?
yeah, I think that is a difference, that maybe that there are alternative tracks that have more support or more prestige. And you know, I think maybe we've pushed a little too hard in thinking everybody has to be academic. And I don't think everybody is suited to be academic. And there are lots of ways people can contribute and reach their potential that don't involve you know, the standard four-year college.
Right, and that's really our goal, because when we talk about credentials, we're talking about certificates, licenses,
Yeah.
we're talking about degrees that lead to employment.
Employment, yeah.
Because college, absolutely, that is not the appropriate route for everyone.
I didn't mean to inadvertently endorse the Nordic track.
We understand.
Unless you need some laundry hung up to dry. That I can get it to do. Yes.
That's great.
Okay, I have several notes here, but I'll just kind of open it up to anything we should.
Well, one more point that I wanted to bring in, which kind of opens a can of worms, but that is the non-completers intersecting with student debt. And I think in our work, in looking at the problems of student loans, that is really sort of the one that jumps out. Those students who start higher education or post-secondary education take out loans and don't complete, because then they're left with all that debt which can't be discharged in bankruptcy.
They've bought
But they
all
don't
the
have the
bricks and
degree.
never built the house.
Yeah.
Nothing to show for it.
So I mean, so that's in a sense that, given that our system has moved in this direction where you have to pay more for education, the stakes are higher. And so, you know, you need to make sure it's the right route, especially when there are these financial consequences.
And loans aren't cheap like they were at one time.
Right,
And
right.
they will ruin you. You won't be able to get a house, a car,
It can, yeah.
or anything. If they can ruin you.
So that really is has to be a calculated investment, not a
Sales pitch. You know. Sorry, did I cut you off?
No, I want to hear from you.
Okay, but that's the truth. It can't be a sales pitch. You have to really make sure you know what that end looks like, and you have that plan to get there, and that plan to get over all the challenges and obstacles, right? Because it's going to be a journey. It's not going to be smooth sailing. So that's definitely true. And have support mechanisms like what you probably give to make sure that they do get to where they need to be.
So to that point, I'd just love to give a plug for anyone who's watching again to the High School to College Center, because one of the opportunities there then is to come in and sit down with a financial aid counselor from the Scholarship Foundation. And part of the conversation is it's not go get your education at any cost. You know, they're really looking at maximizing around $10,000 in debt per year. And if you're going beyond that, then it looks like you really should look at some different options for yourself, because as students move through, we don't want them to take on so much debt that when they're done with higher education,
If that's
they're just in a hole.
If they have that passion to get that four-year degree, maybe it has to wait. Maybe they do something else in the meantime.
Or a
build
different
up.
route.
Yeah, or a
Start
different route.
community college,
Yeah.
go to a 2-year, and then transfer later on to complete the bachelor's.
How do you guys like the high schools? I'm sorry, can I ask a question?
I would prefer you to ask it over me.
Okay. How do you guys like the high schools that offer the college credit or the bachelor's degrees while they're in high school? Are you a proponent of it? Do you like it?
Well, I mean, that is a model that's becoming more popular. I mean, students are graduating with a high school diploma and an associate's degree at the same time. I mean, for us, it's a win-win, because students will be better prepared when they arrive at our door, and they also have half of their four-year degree complete. So, I mean, it's a good thing. I mean, it's really about figuring out the best route for students to reach their ultimate goal.
It's all individualized.
Yes.
What you're saying.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I think we can leave it there unless there's any point. I haven't picked on you too much in this post-show, Patrick.
I mean, I think they've summed it up pretty well here. I think we're
Can I
all
say
on the
something
same
for
page.
Patrick?
Yes, please.
Okay. Summer jobs saves lives.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
And when you say that, you're talking. You're not, or maybe you are. You're talking about the Help Wanted sign at the McDonald's. Does anything a good step in the right direction?
Yes.
anything.
Anything, yes. I am talking about the help, because I got my start cleaning office buildings with my grandfather. I then moved to Kentucky Fried Chicken. I was able to multitask. I was able to handle difficult situations. I was able to do time management. I then moved to McDonald's. I worked at Jack in the Box. Then I went to Venture Department Store. Remember this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know,
They
and
had
now
cheap shoes that looked like Nike, but they weren't.
they did.
They were awesome.
They did. I was a switchboard operator and the customer service supervisor. So I
I can see that, Alice.
Just getting that start.
Yeah.
Getting that start.
Yeah.
Seeing yourself in the economic world and feeling like you have a place in it.
Yeah,
At an
buying
early
in.
age.
It truly provides hope and it introduces you to mainstream society. I mean, my first job, the same thing. I mean, my first job was actually through Slate.
It
I
was.
mean, yes, it was. Yes, it was. I mean, it gave me an opportunity to see what I could do. I could buy my own clothes. I could go grocery shopping. I started helping pay bills in the house.
Yes.
I mean, it does a lot for you.
People do. It does. It gives you, it gives you courage. It gives you pride. And it also helps the people around you, your friends. Next thing you know, I took, even though young people should never do this, I took my friend on an interview, and she also, with me, you're not supposed to do that, but my friend did get the job as well. So now you're impacting the friend circle, and now you start to impact the neighborhood and the community and the family circle. So it's definitely a great and positive
I've
impact.
had a few kids that bring their whole block.
Yes, which is a
It's
good
awesome.
thing.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
So we want them to bring their whole block to you to find a job, and we want them to bring their whole block to the high school to college center starting on Monday.
I like it. Okay, that's good. It's good information for everyone, and we appreciate your time.
Great.
Vitally important topic, and I feel like we learned a lot. Thanks to all of you.
Thank you.